My name is Mira, and for a long time, I believed that life rewards only perfect people. I grew up in a small town. From childhood, I was known as the average girl. I was not the topper in school, not the best dancer, not the prettiest girl in class. I was always somewhere in the middle, never failing, but never shining either. My elder brother, Raghav, was the opposite of me. He was brilliant. Teachers praised him, relatives compared me to him, and neighbors proudly spoke about his achievements. I loved my brother, but deep inside, I felt small whenever his name was mentioned. "Why can't you be like Raghav?" was a sentence I heard often. Slowly, I started believing that I was not good enough. At school, I tried very hard to be perfect. I studied late nights, practiced handwriting, memorized answers, and forced myself to speak confidently even when my heart was beating fast. But no matter how hard I tried, I made mistakes. I forgot answers in exams, mispronounced words on stage, and sometimes failed to meet expectations. Each mistake felt like proof that I was a failure. After school, I joined college in a nearby city. I thought a new place would give me a new start. I decided I would become perfect there. Perfect student, perfect friend, perfect daughter. But life had other plans. In my first semester, I failed one subject. When I saw the result, my hands trembled. I cried alone in my hostel room, staring at the wall, feeling ashamed. I didn't tell my parents for days. I thought I had disappointed everyone again. That failure changed something inside me. I stopped talking much. I avoided people. I felt broken. One evening, while sitting in the college library, I noticed an old man arranging books. He was the librarian, Mr. Joseph. He smiled at everyone, but his smile felt different, calm, peaceful, warm. He noticed me sitting quietly for many days and one day asked, "Why do you always look like you are carrying the weight of the world?" I didn't plan to talk, but suddenly words poured out of me. I told him about my failures, my brother, my fear of being imperfect. He listened patiently and then said something I will never forget. "Do you know why erasers exist?" he asked. I shook my head. "Because mistakes are part of writing. And life is just like that. Nobody writes a perfect first draft." His words stayed with me. Slowly, I started observing people around me. The confident girl in class had family problems. The topper was struggling with anxiety. The smiling boy hid his loneliness. Even my brother, whom I thought was perfect, once confessed that he was scared of failing and disappointing our parents. That was the first time I realized something important. Everyone is imperfect. Everyone is fighting a battle we cannot see. I began to accept myself, not as a perfect person, but as a growing one. I worked on my weak subject without hating myself. I learned to ask for help. I allowed myself to fail, to learn, and to try again. After college, I got a job. Not my dream job, but a decent one. I made mistakes at work too. I sent wrong emails, missed deadlines, and once even cried in the office restroom. But I also learned, improved, and earned respect slowly. Years passed. One day, I was invited to speak at my old college as a guest. Standing on that stage, looking at hundreds of students, I remembered the girl who once failed and felt worthless. I told them my story. I told them that success does not come from being perfect, but from being honest, patient, and kind to oneself. After the speech, a student came to me with tears in her eyes and said, "I thought I was the only one who wasn't perfect." I smiled and replied, "Nobody is perfect in life, and that's what makes us human." That day, I understood the true meaning of life. We are not here to be perfect. We are here to learn, to grow, to fall, and to rise again. Our flaws do not make us weak. they make us real. And sometimes, the most beautiful stories are written with imperfect lines. Nobody is perfect in life. Accept your mistakes, learn from them, and keep moving forward. Growth matters more than perfection.